So guys, here's a pro tip from me before I begin the first lecture. If you think that maths is tough or if you're scared of mathematics, you really need to take that thought out of your mind. For now, just focus on the basic concepts, and once you're clear with them, everything will seem really easy. Also, if you have any kinds of doubts or questions, you can always comment down below and I'll make sure that I reply to all of them. So here's a quick recap of what we have learned in the previous classes. So in the previous classes, you have already learnt about the number line. This is our number line, and you already know how to represent the numbers on it. So now the next thing is, what are natural numbers? Now the set of numbers which start at 1 and go up till infinity are called natural numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up till infinity are the natural numbers. Now this set is represented by capital N. Now if we add 0 to this set, it becomes the set of whole numbers. So the numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up till infinity are the whole numbers. This set is represented by capital W. Now if we add negative numbers to this, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 up till infinity, this will make the set of integers, and this is represented by capital Z. So minus infinity to plus infinity is your set of integers. Now if to the set of integers we add fractions like 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 5 by 6, that makes the set of rational numbers. This set is represented by capital Q. Now what is the representation of rational numbers? Now how do you represent rational numbers? This is the representation of rational numbers. A rational number, small r, will always be represented by in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q cannot be 0. Comment down below and tell me why can't q be 0, and I'll tell you in the next class what exactly is the reason why q can't be 0. And if you see all the numbers which we have discussed till now, be it natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, all of them can be represented in the form of p by q. For example, minus 25 can be written as minus 25 by 1. 13 can be written as 13 by 1. Which means that all of these numbers are actually rational numbers. Also, rational numbers don't even have a unique representation. For example, 1 by 2 is same as 2 by 4, which is same as 5 by 10, and it is same as 10 by 20. So all of these numbers are called equivalent rational numbers. So now let's take a question from the exercise in which we have to tell whether the statement is true or false. So the first statement is, every natural number is a whole number. It's true. See, 1 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number, 3 is a whole number, and all of these numbers are whole numbers. So yes, it's true. Every integer is a whole number. This statement is false because minus 3 is an integer, but it is not a whole number. Minus 5 is an integer, but it is not a whole number. So we have numbers which contradict this statement. That is why we can say this statement is false. Next is, every rational number is a whole number. This statement is false because 3 by 5 is a rational number, but it is not a whole number. 1 by 5 is a rational number, but it is not a whole number. We just covered the first segment in this video. There are many more topics and very interesting things coming up. Like this video, comment down below, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you for watching.